Alright, so what is up everyone? So today I'm going to be trying to do something a little bit different because usually the way I do my videos is I always do the trade and analysis first, and then after that I'll make the video. But today I'm going to switch it up and try to do it all live and see if I can get it traded. I have a couple of things that I'm actually looking at, but I want to see where the market goes because you guys can see if we look at the futures, they're actually down, but they're making a nice move up. So it's kind of like in the middle of we're still trying to see how the market's going to react, whether it's going to continue this uptrend move or it's going to break down, because both the S&P 500 future and the Nasdaq future show the similar pattern of overall downtrend through the night and then a big spike up. So we're gonna have to see if that green candle continues or if it begins to drop, and depending on what happens, it is the trades that I'm gonna make. So Mark is gonna go ahead and open in about 1 minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video until I see a trade. Alright, so now we're back. The market actually ended up opening a little bit higher and the stock spiked up. So what I'm looking at right now is NFLX, and you can see that I drew the support and resistance lines, and so far it's still spiking up. So I want to see if it decides to go past 68 again, because it's just hovering right under, and it still shows strong upward momentum even on the 5-day or on the 5-minute. You can see it's still a green candle, but the RSI is starting to get a little bit overextended, and the MACD line is also starting to get a little bit overextended. So what I'm looking at right now is some put options that will expire next week, June 28th, and I'm currently looking at the 360 strike price, which they're currently trading around $3 and 45 day or in 45. So what my plan is if it actually does end up overextending a little bit more, probably trade it back down to where it opened, which was around 364 area. There may be a possibility that it bounces all the way down to 360 like it did a couple days ago, but I would probably take profits along the way. So right now I'm going to wait it out a little bit, because you guys can see that it still shows a strong upward momentum, and if I do end up getting in a trade, I'll let you guys know. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it for right now, and I'll start playing it again once we get into a trade, or if we don't. So we're back. I did not place a trade because it didn't reach the price level which I wanted to. It was hovering just under 368, and I was hoping to get a better entry above 368. It does, however, look like it's uptrending a little bit again. Let's see if we can get filled. But you guys can see the MACD actually crossed over the 9-day EMA over here, which signifies a downtrend that's starting. It is, however, trying to fight back a little, and trying to cross over to that 368 area again. So we're gonna have to see what happens. But yeah, I switched over here to the 1 day and 1 minute to get a little bit of a better picture. Yeah, the same thing's happening with SPY over here. It's kind of starting to downtrend, so I might get into the NFLX position a little bit earlier, just because the markets overall are beginning to downtrend. Oh, so here we go. It's at the 360 area. So let's see if I can get an entry. I'm gonna go ahead and put a limit order on this, and I'm actually doing this on my computer because I'm recording the actual chart on I'm recording the actual chart on my phone. So let's see how we do this. So let's go ahead. Okay. I actually have enough for one contract. We actually don't have enough for two contracts because that'd be around 700, and we have just under 600. So one contract. The trading price right now is around the bid is 350 and the ask is 355. So I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if it gets over 368 again to get a better entry. Because it also if you get a better entry higher up, it means that we don't have to have Netflix drop all the way to 366 to get like a really big profit, because the higher up it is, like, I hope I'm making sense. So there we go. We're gonna go ahead and put in 3.4. Let's try to get filled at 3.35. We can go ahead and submit order 335. Oh wow, it actually asks for your password. Okay. Well, that was a little bit weird. I usually don't trade on the computer in Robinhood. That's why it's a little bit weird that it's asking for my password. Oh wow. Okay. Well, this is a little bit of a mess up because okay. Wow. This is embarrassing. I actually don't know my password for this. I usually just trade on the phone, which is why you don't really need the password. You either need the 3-digit little code that they give you, or you just use your finger to like the fingerprint. So that was a little bit of a hiccup. We're gonna have to pause the video for a bit and try to fix this problem. It does look like it's dropping, but hopefully we can get that 368 entry once again. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, we are back. So fortunately that didn't mess up too many things because it's still around the same level. So I still have the same plan of kind of shorting it once it gets to the 368 area, but hopefully now the order will actually be able to go through, because I was just able to change the password, or I mean update the password, I guess. Yeah, but I didn't know that because I usually only trade on my phone. So okay, so let's go ahead and try to buy the 360 strike. So we're gonna go ahead and click 1. Okay, so we might even be able to get it for a even better bargain, because it's actually starting to rise a little bit more. Okay, so I'm actually really happy that that happened, because it looks like it's overextending even more, and we are about to get an even better price for this. I'm gonna put in the limit order for around 315, but I'm holding off a little because I want to see if it continues to rise, and we can get an even better. Okay, so it's starting to rise even more. It just crossed over the upper band of the VWAP, and it's pushing its way towards the 369 area. Okay. So the bid on the option is still, oh okay, it just dropped to 310. So the bid is actually at 310 now. So red candle just appeared. It looks like it's let me look at the MACD. Oh, so it's barely gonna the MACD line is barely gonna cross the 9-day SMA, so it's pointing towards possibly even bigger push towards the upwards. But let's see what happens. Yep, See, over here the MACD, the green line, just crossed the purple line, which signifies uptrend momentum. If you guys don't know what the MACD is, I'll make a video. Just leave a comment down explaining. So let's see if it crosses over the 369 area. The ask is actually rising, but the bid isn't. Okay, the bid is starting to rise. There we go. It crossed over the 369 area, and the bid for the 360 options are actually under $3 now. So we're gonna wait a little because it's starting to reach this support or this resistance area. So I want to see if it can go through it, because if it does go through it, that might change my game plan a little bit. But it's let me look at the MACD again. Okay, it's still looking promising, like an upwards momentum. And the RSI is still not overbought because it's not over 70. So let's see if it goes through that resistance line of around what was the day's high yesterday? It was around right around 369.75 area. So it's not able to cross it, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my order in. I'm gonna try to get in at 2.96. Let's see if we can get that. Let's see if that works out. Okay, so I'm gonna put it at 296. Let's see if we can get filled. Submit. Okay, there we go. Oops. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. So we got filled in at, I think it was 2.96, right? Oh, I don't know. I'll check on the computer because this is where I have it on. But you guys will be able to see what I'm seeing because I'll be putting the other side of the recording on the video. So we are down $3 right now. It's currently sitting at 2.92, and I think we got filled at what did we get filled? We got filled at 296. So let's see what happens. So for some reason the I guess TD Ameritrade froze on this because the price is not moving. So let me go ahead and refresh it. The pain of having to wait for this. Okay, so we bought okay. So now it's just a waiting game to see how long it takes it to drop back to the VWAP level, which is around 367 to 366 area, which is where I think it's heading. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the 5-day. Yeah, so on the 5-day and the 10-day I was looking at, and the RSI is through the roof. It's already, what's the RSI right now? Oh, it's 76.7, so definitely overbought. And the MACD is getting extremely overextended, so I'm going to pause the video for now, and I'll update you guys when it starts dropping. Okay, so we're back, and it looks like the drop just started to happen. We're up $25, and it's about to cross under 368, and there we go. The bid crossed under 368, so we should be, there we go, 367. We're up $30, and I think I will take profit right around here because we're right about 10%, and I'm happy with a 10% win. So we're gonna go ahead and put a sell order out and see if we can get filled. Do I think it's still going to drop more? Possibly. The chart indicates that it should test around the 367 area, but below 367 area, but I don't know how long that's going to take for it to happen. So I am going to put a limit order at 3.25 and see if we can get filled. Oh, no, I don't want to buy it. I want to sell. There we go. One at 3.25 and review. There we go. And submit, right? Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry that I'm just like talking a lot because like I said, I really don't trade on the computer that much. I use my phone a lot more. So we put the limit order out, and I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video and we zoom it once we get filled and we finish the trade. Okay, so I started up the video up again because it looks like we are about to get filled, or I mean closed. We're about to close the position. Any second now. There we go. We just got the trade confirmation, and let me make sure. Yep, there we go. Okay, so here we go. Let me log in. And yes, there we go. Nice. Almost $30 win. And that puts us up at about 5, I don't know why it says 5% a week. It's definitely more because we got a trade in yesterday. Yeah, it's saying, yeah, I don't know why it's glitching out a little bit, but we got 5% up for the day. And let me just show you the trade confirmation over here once again. Where's that? It's over here. We bought in the morning at 296. It dropped down all the way to 288, so I guess we could have gotten a little bit of a better fill, but you know, the overall plan worked out perfectly. We got out at 3.25. I still think it's going to drop a little bit more, but it might try to consolidate and make another push towards the upside. But that's pretty much it for this video. I think I do have one more day trade. How do I check this? Is it under account summary? It might be under account summary. Yeah, we actually have 2 more day trades, but we're actually up 5%, so I'm happy. And you know, one thing that I've learned over my experience is that you just don't want to overtrade. So like I said, nice 5% win, and I think I'm gonna call it a day. If I do end up making another trade, it's probably gonna be a swing trade, and I'm gonna hold over the weekend, but nothing's promised. So I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video, like live trading. I know it was a little bit longer, but you know, it kind of shows you my thought process in the moment, you know, not just like me thinking and kind of analyzing and then making a trade and then making a video about it. So hopefully you guys learned something about like how to use like the VWAP support and resistance lines and stuff like that. But once again, if you guys did enjoy and want to keep supporting like this $100 challenge series, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions on any strategies that I use, or kind of just like anything that has to do related with like the stock market, leave it down in the comments below, and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. So thank you guys for watching, and peace.